This is the newest type of construction used here at the training center. You can see a different type of tile roof here.
This is also made by straw bale construction.
These are demonstration walls that are used to show how the different straw bale construction might be used. Okay, this shows typical straw bale construction, showing the straw covered with mud, the 1.5 meter tall cement foundation
with lime and with sand. That's for the inside covering. For the outside covering, we will add cement to the lime and the sand so that it will have an even stronger covering on the outside. The outside covering that is done, that is with the excrement of the cow or donkey, because it's very fibrous, it's impermeable, it will not absorb moisture, and it makes it thermal even because of its characteristics. It's been interesting for the people here in this area and the people who come here because they have seen some of the World Cup in Africa, and they were showing how in Africa a lot of them utilize the manure of the different animals to add to for coloring, but also for the thermal effect in their houses as well.
Is this inside or outside or both?
Both sides. It's used on the interior and the exterior.
But it's the finishing.
And it doesn't smell. Whether it's straw bale or brick or block or anything, there's the necessity of having to cut some of them for the way that it has to be placed and to come out even at a corner. This is a typical size of a straw bale here. And in order to cut it, we measure what at the level at which it needs to be cut. And the instrument is placed through it. It has a little indentation there, and with a piece of twine, they will pull it back through. This is the compacted pacarcilla, they call it. And it is, you have a form, and then you have a lot of the straw and mixture with packing it down between the walls that you have, provisional walls that you've made. And this in particular we will use for interior walls for the divisions of the rooms, because it's a narrower construction and doesn't have to be as strong. This particular, the pacarcilla, is very easy to use, and it's used quite often. The wooden frame that is built will be built up for about 27 inches or 80 centimeters, first of all. In other words, you can't do it from the very top. You do one section at a time, spread out the straw and chop it up in an area together, and then we'll prepare the mud using the dirt that we have around and wet it so that it will moisten the straw that we're going to be using. This is the kind of soil that we're using here, and we moisten it with water, but it has to mix it, but it will have to be very thick. And with a shovel, we have to continuously be moving it and keeping it of one consistency. And then we will start putting it in.
In the frame and packing it down.
And then when we have the mixture where the straw has taken on the color of the soil, the wet mud, then we will begin to put it inside the frame and pack it down. We can use different kinds of instruments for packing it down. It may be a wider branch, a big branch or something, or a piece of wood with a something on the top to pack it as compactly as possible.
Talking about plastering the straw wall that would be used for a house, starting off with a mixture of water and clay. Initially the wall is wetted, see, in buckets of water or a hose or what have you. The bale is twice the thickness of this compacted wall type of construction. You're going to add a little bit of straw to the clay water mixture. And he's going to mix it up a little bit. So it has it nice and mixed. Here at Tlanqualpican, they take the adobe bricks and recycle them and put them into this, make them into this. What they're doing now is they're going to put this first layer on top of the natural wall material. And this will be used to be the base layer. You place it from the bottom toward the top, spreading it into the wall, into the existing wetted straw wall, as you see. Always from the bottom to the top, starting the next line going up. The master starts from the bottom, takes it on up. Goes on pretty easily. It goes on and sticks well.
But, as he says, you have to slide it on. You can't pat it.
You just push it and slide it upward.
As soon as we get up to the top of that 80 centimeters, and it has been well compacted down inside, we can remove the wooden frame on both sides immediately, and it will stay because it has been so compacted and the consistency of the mud is such that it conserves it. And also over here, for the outside, then you will put the finishing layer, which is also made of the cow manure and different colored soils.
This is a knockout plug that is used for the electrical outlet or for plumbing. It's put in the wall.
Some of the finished outside facades of the three different kinds of construction that he has been talking about. This is the pajareque,
Grass and dirt.
this one in the middle, and that one is the one that we saw that you have the frame and you use the straw and you mix up the mud.
Arcilla, clay.
We can
Cactus
use the
water.
water from the cactus.
Cal,
We can use
Lime.
lime.
sal,
The dirt that comes in the different colors. So the color on the painting can look, intense and nice. It has to be fresh. It has to be put on fresh. Once we have the paints with the mixtures that we previously mentioned, we just take the brush and we begin to paint. And he just could use a plastic card to start scraping it on the wall so it has a better finish. And with the plastic bag, they make the surface softer. And then that'll make it a natural look and it won't come out of the wall, the paint. And then if it isn't fresh below and you do the painting, the paint will eventually just come off. It's not going to.
Stick.
You have to protect them from the water, from moisture. That's how come they have the foundation at the bottom. Even if it's inside, you have to have the foundation. You can see the structure, how it, the inside, right? What was it made of? The wooden structure and then the earth. And that's just grass and dirt interwoven. No structure of this kind within the wall. Where you have to be creating the wooden frame and packing it down, they just made a little experiment. This has more dirt, and that has less dirt. It has more straw. And that you have to have a frame.
These are only a few of the many technologies taught at the Tree of Life Center. For more information, go to www.GYTTE.org or find us on Facebook at Give Ye Them to Eat.